Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Listen, I am addressing one of my subscribers today. Her question is that she's been in a relationship for 2 years, or a little bit over 2 years, and she's been seeing this amazing guy who she is madly in love with. She believes that he's madly in love with her. He's good with her. He's good with their children. She's not seeing anyone else. He's not seeing anyone else, so she believes. And but he won't make her his girlfriend. He friend zone her, and she don't know how to come out the friend zone with him, and she's ready to move on. And so I'm answering that question today. So my answer to you would be, if you talk to him and you sat down and you said, I'm ready to be your woman, and I would like for us to to try something different and go to the next level, and he tells you, no, I am okay with just being friends, I'm not ready yet, then you have to believe what he told you. If that's not what you want, and you want to be married, and you want to settle down, then don't settle for this. I don't care how good they are to you. Don't settle. Don't settle for what it is you really don't want. I have seen women too many times waste their life on a man who had no intentions on taking them to the next level. And they thought by staying longer, by doing things different, by doing more for them, by being there for their kids, and they would get them to change their minds. I've seen men be great to a woman. And I even had to question why he didn't want to marry. It looked like he wanted her. He was there for her every time she called, every time. And it just wasn't something that he wanted to do. He wasn't ready. When a man is not ready to be married, number one, he won't. If he's not ready to commit, he won't. No matter how good he is to you, he won't commit. But you don't stay around if that's not what you want. I don't care how good he is to you. So my answer to you is that you have a choice to make. If you want commitment and you want to be married and you want to settle down, and he's not willing to offer that to you, and you guys have established a relationship and you've given him everything to give him, you've totally opened up, he knows who you are, and he's not ready to commit to you, I'm not going to even say that he don't love you. I'm not going to even say that he doesn't enjoy being around you, but I am going to say that he's not ready. And if you're ready and he's not, you're just going to keep hurting yourself, because I've seen these men not be ready, and then at the very right time with the right person in their life, move on. And I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna say this to you, like I said to my daughter. You may be a wonderful, plump, good, ripe, red, gala apple, the best, one of the best apples out there. And he may like apples, but he loves peaches, and he just ain't found this peach yet. And as much as he enjoy you, and as much as you're a good apple and you're juicy, if a peach come along, he take that direction of the peach. And listen, and it doesn't mean you're any less. It doesn't mean you need to start comparing yourself to a peach and trying to become a peach, because you're not. You're an apple. Get with someone who loves apples. At the end of the day, and I know it's like, why would you compare that? Because it's the truth. Some of us are really good women, but our personalities don't connect. And even if they do, people just don't feel like y'all would make it great in a marriage. Y'all good where you are now without all the boundaries. And they're okay with that. They're not ready to take you to the next level. A lot of times when people say they're not ready, they're just not ready. It's not that deep. Don't look into it. Don't try to investigate it. Make it more than what it is. He ain't ready. And so you have a choice to make. Am I going to stay or am I going to leave? Now, I've seen women get up and walk away just for the person who said they're not ready to realize that they don't want to live without this person. So they come and get them. And they say, I'm sorry, I now that you've been gone or whatever, I realize I don't want to live without you. That may very well be the case. Sometimes we make people too comfortable, and they don't have to make a decision. You're asking them, but he knows you're not going anywhere, or she knows you're not going anywhere, so they don't make a move. So that's up to you. You have to make the choice. If it's not something you want, and I mean, as much as you want him, but you don't want that you want to be able to be somebody's woman, or you want to be and then develop into somebody's wife after being with him so long. If he's telling you he's not ready and you're staying in that relationship, then you're closing the door. You're not creating the space for the right person to come in and give you what it is that you want. Okay. So make the choice. That's up to you to make a choice. You have a choice to make. And then all those, that's your choice. He doesn't have the right to make that choice in your life. So if he says, I don't want to be there, he's not ready to show up for what you want him to show up for, then you need to, create the space for somebody else to do that. And so shut the door to that one and maybe another one open. He may even come back and knock on it. You just never know. Now, for some of you women that been in, I've seen a man stay with a woman for 10 years, never make her anything else, and then get up and marry somebody else. I've seen it happen. And it was only because you didn't place a demands on them. You didn't place a demand. Had you just made a demand, she was too easy. And I hear that a lot. She was just too easy. I didn't have to work for her. Y'all, I said this in a previous video. I'm going to say it again. We make the mistake with giving people too much too soon. You want this loving relationship, but you have given yourself away too soon. We sleep with them too fast. We become their woman overnight. And we didn't even establish a friendship. I was in a relationship right after I left my husband. I left my husband. And of 11 years, and listen, y'all, my children were young. I had 7 children, little young children, when I left my husband. And it was toxic. It was a toxic relationship, and I walked away from it. And it was hard for me to walk away from my husband and even my children at the time. And I ended up getting my children back, within a few months. But the truth is, I had to walk away from everything. He was much older than me, and there were things that he would do. He had little games he would play. I didn't understand. I was really young. But I walked away from my husband. And I met this amazing guy, and I can kind of relate to the subscriber that wrote into me because he was amazing. Oh God, he did everything for me. He did everything for my children. He showed up for me when I needed him to show up. Financially, emotionally, he was there. Everything I needed, better than my husband. We were just friends. We didn't move from the friend zone. I friend zoned him, he friend zoned me, and I was okay with it. Because first of all, I didn't divorce my husband right away. So I couldn't be, get married or nothing. And I was broken. And so he really was there for me. And he really made me feel good about me. He helped to rebuild me and remind me of who God called me to be as a woman. And the time came where I got a divorce, and I asked him, I sat down and I said, listen, where are we? Where's this relationship? Now, when I sat down and talked to him about that, I left it wide open. I ain't going with the tensions of being his woman or nothing. I just wanted to see where we were because it had been 4 years since my divorce. And if he wasn't the one, I was ready to move forward. And he told me, he said, he said, I don't know. At first he wasn't sure. And then he was like, I'm just not ready. I'm not ready to settle down yet. Because as much as I love you, as much as I love being around you and your kids, and trust me, he did not want me to be away from him. We were so close, but he wasn't ready yet. And I was really ready to go ahead and start a relationship. If I was going to be in a relationship, go ahead and just start over. It's been 4 years. And if it was going to be us, that's fine. If not, I just needed to get some quiet time so that I could move on. And so when he said no, I accepted it. And I was really okay with it, and it kind of hurt my feelings, but I really was okay with it. And I went on to meet an amazing person. I met, my fiance. So at the end of the day, you have the choice to stay and you have a choice to leave. If you've addressed it and you've sat down and you've talked to somebody and y'all talked it over and they said they're not ready, then why would you stay? Make a choice. Get up and walk away. And sometimes the answer isn't walking away for the person that told you no. They just needed to be without you for a minute to realize that they don't want to live without you. And sometimes you'll walk away and they won't come after you. They was okay with what y'all had, and they know in their heart that you're not the one, and they're really not ready. So they let you go because to hold you hostage to it, or you to hold yourself hostage, because that's why you have the choice to walk away. To hold yourself hostage to it, or for them to do it, is just wrong. So I don't care how much and good and sweet they are to you, you have a choice to make. Listen, if you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like my channel, subscribe. I appreciate you for watching, and you have a wonderful day.